What's up, guys? Got a cool build to show off. It's going out to my buddy Sean. Once again, getting another watch. Okay, Google, volume down. So we did this very cool Pararescue dial. My buddy Ron Kelly did it for me. Did a nice, kind of like the old World War II. Sorry, that wouldn't be World War One. Planes with the riveted panels. And then we will actually move this around now so that we can see that dial. So USAF Pararescue. So that others may live. Actually, there's no so on there. But you have the angel right in here over the world. Get the little parachute there behind. So took that logo, lasered it on, and did a background in that panel style. And then it's backside loomed. So very, very cool dial. Did a red, white, blue kind of build. So we've got our blue case with Pararescue on the side. We've got our blue link band with red throughout the center with a solid blue clasp, Pararescue on here. Solid case back down in blue with a distressed star on the back. And also we've got the star on the red cerakoted crown, if it will like to focus here. There it goes. Sorry, actually Sean, who's getting this, is messaging me, and it was coming over my my autofocus, so I couldn't hit the button. White cerakoted shark tooth bezel, and then I was able to find this really cool, you wanted diver style Pepsi, but I was actually able to find one that had white fill instead of silver. And then in this area you've got your blue ticks. It would have been cool kind of if it had a red ticks around there, but white goes really well, especially since we're putting it right up against white. And then I did a white and blue handset. That blue, now this is an anodized blue, so it's more of a shiny metallic-y blue, but this overlaid with this worked really well together. And then just a solid white hand. I was going to do one with like a red, but all the red that I have either didn't match this or didn't match this, so I thought, let's try not to get so many tones of a color. So just went with a standard one. And that's the build. Hope you love it, man. So we got Pararescue here, we got Pararescue here. We've got your etched crown and etched case back, and then obviously your created dial. So that is the build, man. So bezel will turn left, it'll turn right. It is on there. You are not accidentally turning that thing at all. So my bezels do not click, so these are just held on with a tension ring. It's on extra tight, considering you've got the tolerance of how tight it is, rubbing against each other. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it a little bit. And how you do it is you back the crown off the threads till you hear it and feel it clicking. At that point you can wind, and a wind is a turn that way. Turning it this way doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. If you do it for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you'll keep time throughout the day, because that'll be mixed with your rotor movement that's behind this solid case back that you can't see. If you do it for something closer to 15-20 seconds, you're going to max out your 31-hour power reserve on it, which is what I do because I let them run through the night and just make sure that they're keeping time. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. You can wind it all day if you want. It has reversers in there, so once it takes the max input on compressing the spring, it's not applying anything to it. So you can sit here and wind all day if you want, but you really don't need to. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the one and only click, and you can now move your hands. Doesn't have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. And you'll also notice you've got a wobble crown that deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressure. If you slightly pull on it, you won't even feel it. It'll feel like a normal crown. But if you do something, you have that little bit of rotation roll in there, so it's not going to hurt anything. So, okay, Google, what time is it? 1:15 p.m. Speaking of that, this is the day when you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then just wind it down. Today is the rolling it forward, and I was up. Well, I don't know. I'm up late pretty much every night, but last night was especially confusing because I watched a movie till like 1 in the morning, and then I just jumped on YouTube to because I was like, I'm not going to start another movie. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm just sitting at my desk on my computer, and I'm watching YouTube for, I don't know, not too long. The clips are like longer stuff. It's like compilation kind of stuff. And no time later, like, my computer says it's like 3:15 in the morning. I was like, oh my God, how did I watch YouTube longer than I watched a movie? And it wasn't until I went up to bed and I went to put my phone down and charge it that the background time on my phone and the upper left corner of my phone were an hour apart, where the background, program had not updated itself. So I was like, oh, that's what it is. So anyway, short story long. Sean ended up winning another watch last night, so it saves me on shipping. I get to ship this one and the watch that he selected together, so that saves me a ton of money. Actually saves me like $6, but a ton of money. As with everybody, it's going to come with watch cleaner. Now with Sean has like 40 of my watches, so I'm not sending him watch cleaner. He won't want it. He's going to get this really cool green strap. I threw another hole in there for him. Actually, I didn't know it was going to go to him, but I threw another hole in there for him. So, super cool green. So, he's a big supporter of mine. I like to give him stuff when I can. And if he's not going to be able to use watch cleaner, or he can, but he just has so much of it, he'll never ever get to it, might as well give him something that he could maybe use on another watch. So, I'm going to throw that in there for him. But normally you get watch cleaner. This is going on a glass and metal, which would cover this whole build. So that's here. You would also get some scratch remover. That's for this glass. It's acrylic. You can scratch it, but if you do, you would put some of this on it and buff it out using your included microfiber. He will get this. I will wrap the watch in this and then put, some bubble wrap in there to make sure it doesn't move around, or if it does, it doesn't do anything to the cerakote. You can scratch your cerakote. It takes a lot. It's gun cerakote. It's baked on, but you can scratch it. It's kind of like your car. So you wouldn't want to rub your car against anything. You're not going to want to rub your watch against anything for at least too long. And then, as with everybody, you're going to get matching beads. And then this is going to come in a blue BVW box. John, I appreciate you, man. Sorry for the long video and the short story about time change. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate you a ton. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, which is what this is, reach out and let me know. And I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, so I put them up all the time. Thank you, guys.